Hello and welcome to Bricks. I'm Adam and this is Bricks. This is my channel for reviewing Lego sets and building them and other Lego related stuff. In this video I'm going to be taking a look at a Lego City magazine. This was actually it was kind of a combo pack. It came with a Giga comic, or like a big comic that was standalone, not in the magazines, and then it had two magazines and two pouches with it. And I've already done a video about the first one, which I got the like Pete's Precision Driller or something like that, and I think these are examples of the other ones you could get. And I paid €8 for this 2-pack, which is maybe $9 to $10, and I enjoyed the first set well enough, and I don't speak French, but I did pick this up in France. I have my representations of Bricks, myself here, and Missy Alexander here, which traveled with me when I purchased these. And I think this might be close to the last one I have, but there is another magazine in here, and I don't know which set it has. So in this video I'm going to kind of open this up, I'm going to go through the magazine and then put together the build. I do not speak French, I can't read French, so I'm just going to kind of stumble my way through there, but that's what this is going to be. And let's see here. Okay, that's the back. Okay, so we have a Lego City magazine. This one would have sold for $6.50 on its own, €8 in the combo, so that's not bad. We have like a police officer and a very rudimentary build for their vehicle here. So let me get this open and we'll go through what's in here. Okay, so that's separate there. Now, I don't know what issue number this is. Oh, this is number 13 plus. I don't remember what the other one was. And inside we have a kind of table of contents showing what might be in here. A look at Lego City Adventures. We start off with a comic, then we have the instructions here. We have a continuation of the comic, which is a Lego City comic. Here's a game, or maybe a maze of some sort, watching out for debris that's blocking the path. Here we have a police mission. There's lots of stuff. There's comic things down here, but I don't know if that is related to the comic book. Like these panels, these might correspond to like what's going on these pages. Some other little mazes, activities here, some cool stuff. Like to see that. Continuation of the comic. Here is an advertisement for some new sets, but at this point I know I looked at that set, so I don't know how new they really are. More of the comic. We have some, I think in the city magazines they do include these like city news things, which I think is a cool idea. Here we have the poster, which has the police person in this set with that vehicle, and then the flip side has kind of more elaborate police vehicles or law enforcement vehicles here with different minifigures, which is kind of neat. Advertisement for a Star Wars magazine that comes with a snowtrooper there. Comic, games, mazes, activities, comic. Oh, underground tunnels. This is pretty cool. I like how this was drawn. Here's maybe like a test or a quiz. Different stuff over here as well along the same lines. More of the comic. A lot of this is that. A game, advertisement for all different Lego magazines, the Jurassic World, Friends, Avengers, Star Wars, Ninjago, stuff like that. Here we have the answers and a look at, this is actually the magazine that we looked at last time I did a Lego City one. And then we have a activity back here where we can, cut this out and fold it over along specific places to create a something, and they might have you glue it a little bit or something like that, and it can be maybe one side or the other side, or the way that works out is like a kind of a police building here, and then this side is probably here, and all this side is here. So the way that you fold that together and glue that together, I'm assuming the drive here, the concrete or the asphalt or whatever, is going to be lining up with all of this. So oh yeah, so it built a little garage here, which is cool. I guess I should have been able to figure that out, but that's kind of neat. And then I wanted to look at the polybag here. So this one has 31 pieces. I don't know the set number or anything, but this is kind of one of the foil packs, which I feel is kind of the older style. A lot of the ones I looked at from this trip were in like paper, and I think that's a welcome change, but this is kind of classic. I remember seeing a lot of these. So I'm going to open this up and kind of talk my way through the build, and then I'll give my quick thoughts on it here. So there we go, and I don't know if I need the instructions here, but I'll give it a peek just in case. I've felt like in the past there have been certain sets. There was a city set from a little while ago that I liked, even though I don't normally do law enforcement stuff, or it's not like the part of the city theme that I gravitate towards traditionally. And I felt at that time, I can't remember the set name or the number, that it was sort of like a muscle car police chase or something. In fact, that might be what it's called. And I felt like the vehicle for the law enforcement person in that set was a more of a kind of what I associate as like a European style thing, and had some like more color to it, and just I think kind of more stuff kind of pointing out that it is a police vehicle, and they just stand out a little different to me. I'm very used to kind of just police vehicles that are in America for the most part, and those differ a lot around, from state to state or even interstate. In some places where I live, there's unmarked vehicles. There's also like sometimes they'll be in a Jeep or a pickup truck, which when I was young, it was always just like Crown Victoria vehicles. But now I see a pretty wider range of vehicles for police people, and there we go. So that is this whole set. Okay, so the first thing we will look at is the minifigure, because you do get one. They have a handcuff minifigure cuff thing here as an accessory. They are wearing a hat. There's no hairpiece in here. There's no alternate face just because of the hat. Then they have their uniform with like a walkie-talkie or a radio, a badge, a belt around there. No printing on the midsection, no printing on the legs, nothing on the arms. Back of it says police, has the radio, walkie-talkie thing, and some more pouches on the belt. So pretty basic Lego City police officer there. And then the rest of the set is this vehicle here, and I don't know what this is supposed to be. So this is a 4 wide. It's not 6 wide. This feels to me, it reminds me of some of the like play things at Legoland, and actually when I brought back some Legoland exclusive sets that were sort of modeled after some activities and attractions they have at Legoland, this reminds me of those. I think I built a police one and a fire rescue one, and I think in that set those were bigger than this. So this is pretty small here. We start out with a chassis. This is a small kind of starter brick piece that I am not super familiar with because it's so tiny. It might be old. I don't know if city stuff back in the day used to always be 4 wide. It might be. We had a clip on the back, which is where you can put the handcuff there, which I appreciate. Always nice to have that. There's a little bit of a kind of a thing back here with a light on top maybe. There is 4 studs inside and a steering wheel. We tile out the top here. We do have these pieces used for fenders. Up on the front we have a bracket used and this modified plate with the bars, and then a kind of headlight there. And then this police thing here is a print, so that's on there, which is good. And then we can put the figure in here and kind of make like they are driving. Clip this on the back, and that's what they look like. So this to me, yeah, feels a little more fantastical, or a little more like maybe it's, I could like this if it's like rolling around on a beach or a park or something where like other police vehicles might not go, or like some sort of residential area where there's no street driving, it's only like golf carts or something like that. And I think, you know, if someone had a Lego City where they had an area such as that, maybe this actually fits in really, really well. I don't think this really, to me, you know, holds up enough, except under very specific circumstances, as like the $10 box that's a police car, or any of the ones you might get in the other sets. But you know, with enough imagination and creativity, this could be something useful and represent something. And also just on its own, it's a nice little toy. You know, it's got the wheels, they spin. It's got a place for the accessory. You can fit a minifigure in there. And so that's all good. The build was very, very simple. I do like to get a print. I don't know. I'm assuming this one I have it before. It looks like it's a little bit off center to me. The badge here might be just a little bit off center, but that's not horrible. The printing otherwise looks good, but it's printing on white, so not a big deal. And that's kind of everything in here. So you get the one minifigure and the very tiny kind of police buggy, I'm going to call it, you know, because I don't know if this is really like a street legal thing, but that's okay. And yeah, so I paid for this combo pack that came with the comic that was outside of the ones that are in here. 2 magazines with all the activities inside, all the games, the comics, and then the third thing, which was a comic. And then it came with the, you know, Pete's Precision Drill, which is another tiny Lego City set. And then this one, and I paid €8 for that, or maybe, you know, so maybe 10 USD, let's say. And I'm fine with that price. You know, the exchange rate's not, you know, 1-to-1, so whatever, but it was a better deal than some of the other magazines I looked at, because, you know, they are associated with different IP or something like that. And so to get, you know, 2 magazines, 2 polybags or foil packs, 2 little builds, as well as the comic for €8 totally works for me. If this was on its own and it was $6.50, you know, that is not as good of a deal. I kind of equated to just essentially paying €4 for each thing, and then the comics thrown in, or maybe $3.50 each magazine plus the foil pack. And the comic is $1, but I'm sure it doesn't work out like that. But all that is to say, I think the value is fair. I think this build's cute, comical, a little silly, kind of vintage Lego-y to me, which is fun to see in 2024 as of recording this. And I think that's it, and that may be the last of the magazines. I'm gonna have to do some looking to see if I have any more, but I at least for now, I think that'll be the end of the magazine. So thanks for letting me show these and share these with the channel. And I think that's it. So if you like this video, please click the thumbs up and give it a like. If you like my other videos, click the subscribe button down below so you can stay up to date on all the Lego videos I'll be doing here in the future, including more magazines potentially, but also more Lego City, tons of other Lego sets from all different themes, all different shapes, size, price point, piece count. So subscribe so you don't miss any of my upcoming Lego videos. And if you wanted to support this channel and support my videos here, you could do that here on YouTube by giving money to the channel with membership, supers, and thanks. I have a quote unquote buy me the coffee link in the description of every video. There's also a link to the Patreon in every video. All that stuff is like, yeah, financially supporting the channel, help keep it going. And it's super helpful, really appreciated. So if that's something you might be interested in, maybe consider checking those things out. It helps immensely. So thank you very much. And with all that said, until next time, thanks. Bye.